Hello. Sorry. Something caught in my throat right as I started streaming. Hey, how's it going, guys? I do have an updated UCP install, which should be in the description of the stream. I'm actually just going to quickly make sure I have it myself. Actually have it installed, rather. Alright, paste it into here. Right, anyway. Now there's a couple of features that I'm kind of... The reason this isn't up on the website, it's on a Google Drive link, is because there's a couple of features that I'm not certain about. And I'm going to be testing... I'm going to go through seeing if I can figure out how it works out in practice. Now, if you're interested, I actually have it open here. This is 2.15. I've just installed all the bug fixes. I'm actually pretty happy with keeping them all there. I've copied the AI settings over from the Query Lotus's multiplayer setup that he used in his stream yesterday. Units, I'm gonna take the Spearman one. The Spearman running, which is new in 2.15. Because I think that's a... Well, I mean, I agree that Spearmen could be really... are underpowered currently. And that could fix it. I'm just not 100% sold on it. The rest of these I don't see any actual practical need for. Yeah. Anyway, moving on. This one's more or less the same as always. But this one here is the one that I'm kind of wanting to test out. Rotating the player keeps. I'm kind of curious to see how that actually... Well, I want to see if our maps need to be modified for it to work, or if it's all good as is. We'll have to see. That's the main one I want to check out. Aside from that, it's mostly just the standard settings. This one's a new one, the Shrink Apple Orchard's build size. But we shall open up the game. But no, it did install, should have installed. I'll open up the game and I'll just start looking at the various different things here. Oh, so that one.
Greetings, sire. The desert awaits you.
I've also got a few different maps in here. There's a lot of random crap in here. I'm just gonna close this out. And just quickly get rid of those so we can just see what's in this particular install. And I'm going to do that by going into my Documents, Stronghold Crusader, and renaming Maps Extreme to mapsextreme.temp. That should get rid of them, and then I can reopen the game.
Greetings, sire.
Although this does not seem to have worked, to be honest, so I'm going to have to get back out. Because I think it's gone to the wrong... installed it over the wrong game. Oh wow. That's a strong sneeze. Alright, yes, definitely the wrong place. Tournament setup. Okay. Continue. This is all the right stuff. Yep. Looks like it's got everything that I was saying. Install.
Greetings, sire. The
All right.
desert awaits you.
There are a few extra maps that I really shouldn't have. Sorry, you guys didn't even see that, but I'm just going to manually copy the maps over. But first, before I do that, I want to quickly make sure that we have friend requests. Yes, we do. Cool. Didn't want to overwrite a new map, so all delete, paste, run extreme.
Greetings, sire. The desert awaits
Alright, so now we've got all the same stuff here. Now, I guess this one's probably an interesting one.
your adversary.
So I want to see kind of these two castles here are the human castles for this one. This one's actually supposed to be a human versus AI map.
The round table.
So I'll just make sure.
Game paused.
And it's basically vanilla. It's actually pointing the other direction. So it is slightly. It slightly affects the balance. This is probably the biggest part of the balance that's been changed. Because any player that's here, it's
Retire.
swap those over and see that. Nope. Humans get put in a different place than the AIs. Okay. The rotation is different, so I have to actually manually. Gonna make it a little bit harder to yes, I actually need to.
Retire.
I kind of want to get another human. And if once we get some guys in here, I'll get them in to help test, because it's hard to really compare when the AI's got different location to what a human would. I actually just realized I need to get my chat showing up in my other screen. There we go. Alright. Alright, I might see if it's my game room. There. Well, we've got Marin here. I might end up having to go back to the old setup, just the tournament setup, if because it's easy to get him in on it. Let's send an invite through to Ultraroos. Get the link correct to that. Alright, so I'm going to Alright, now I need to go and install the correct... Where am I looking? The tournament setup. Actually, I don't even want to install that particular one. You guys can't see which one I'm installing, but hey. Oh, there it is. Alright, let's quickly install again. Connect to the correct setup. Might just have to give him a link for it. Hey Christian Bauer, how's it going? Do I have a place in multiplayer? Define place. Well, we'll see. We'll probably jump in. Okay, I'll probably get Ultras vs Marin, and then depending on how that goes, we'll get Sia to go next. Christian Bell, if you're referring to like a rank or a ranking or something, there isn't any rankings for multiplayer at this stage. And this kind of no gold starts is unique to pretty much to my stream, and Creator Lotus has picked it up from me. So you know, there's a small community around that, and I don't generally play. I mostly just commentate. So because I'm always streaming, my apparent skill is a lot lower than it is apparently, because I was playing on Crowd Lotus's stream yesterday and was several levels above what I usually play at when I'm streaming. So I don't know. Usually I would say I'm probably, well, of our regular players, probably around 5 or 6. But there's only about 10 regular players, so. Do you have a place in multiplayer? Doesn't sound like that's what he's asking. So if I'm feeling a bit unwell, so I might sound a bit nasally.
Choose your adversaries.
Let's wait for everyone else to show up. Yeah. Probably not right at the second. You guys can't see. Let's switch over. You guys don't need to see my ugly mug. Let's get rid of that. Honestly, yeah, just ready up and we'll jump straight into it. Okay, I guess we'll have to try a different map then. Let's go with this one then. Alright. Alright, 3, 2, 1. What? Oh.
We are under attack. Lions are attacking, my liege.
Looks like also there's a little bit of there's a little bit of a bad
We are under attack. Lions are attacking, my liege.
Okay, wait, no, it's either me or it's alright, it could even be me actually.
Retire, my lord.
No, it's got the right. Just re-download it myself just to be on the safe side. Well, hopefully it's... It should double check that alright, it's I think this is right. Alright. Alright, once I'll get this, I'll try reinstalling it, and then we will compare that and see what happens from that. If it doesn't work, I'll test with one of the other guys. And if you had the maps, theoretically it should have worked. But my internet is quite poor, to be honest, so it's taking a while to download. Let me turn that heater off. Thought I had done that already. Alright, 41 seconds apparently till I've downloaded it. This is for a 40 meg file. I remember the back of the days where that was like 3 hours worth of downloading. Showing my age now. I remember like just to download an MP3 song took it like an hour. They were like 3 meg. 8 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Yeah, I can. Come on. Yes, exit. Now I can open it. Copy the config file. It's the only one I think I really care about at the moment. Paste the file. And then just make sure, yep, that's on. Cool, install. I'll give them a couple seconds. If they don't respond, I'll just go. 3, 2, go. Yeah, responded, so let's go. Alright. Alright, come on, Alta and Sia. Alta.
We are under attack. Lions are attacking, my liege.
Just make sure it's right between me and Alta. I mean, it's a different issue, but it isn't. It's still an issue. Um.
You can count on us. Where are we going?
Maybe it was just the map. That bad map just doesn't like us today. I'm not actually trying.
Always ready. What'll it be? Piece of cake. نحن في خدمتك تحت أمرك.
No, it didn't. There's been no changes to any of the regular maps.
سنترك حالا. نصطاد. كما ترغب. No, tell us what to do.
I'm just being dumb at the moment, to be honest.
لنصرك.
The slaves. The slaves.
We're leaving. This'll be easy. سوف تتم. هلم. نزحف. Piece of where are we going?
The Lord is under attack.
I mean, it could have been a mix of Simulacrum and something else, or it could have been nothing to do with Simulacrum at all.
The Lord has been killed.
Yeah. I'm sure Marin's probably given up. Let's just go back. I want to try one more time. No, it seems happy on it now.
Your popularity is falling.
Alright, well. Seems to be Marin. Alright, thinking. Marin, do you have... In game, do you have the UCB 2.14 text? CEO, do you want to jump into another game room and launch with them, just in case it's a connection issue directly between me and Marin? I think he's going to do what I just said. Alright. Well, that makes things fun. But it is what it is. Alright, what I'm going to do, in that case, is I'm going to make a quick copy of everything. I want... Hey, Maddie, how's it going? Alright, let's quickly change this to copy 2. Alright, so I'm talking to everyone at once and ignoring the stream. Alright, this is... How important is that? How important is what? Alright, Seer's back. But obviously it's working between me and Ultraroos, guaranteed. Not working between me and Marin, guaranteed. So the main things, if anyone's interested, the main things that are different between what my setup is that I'm testing is, and what Cryo Lotus had on his stream yesterday is, let me just open it up so you can see what I'm talking about. The primary thing is these settings here. He's got these two, but he's got all of these ticked. I don't want to tick any of these other ones. They've always been available, and I've never had them ticked. So that's something that Cryo Lotus went a different path to what I was going. So, and you know, if that's what he wants to do, that's fine. I just don't think that's... with the running, I want to prove that the running makes them not OP before changing that. Arabic Swordsman, I mean, against the Wolves, I don't see it as necessary. It doesn't really get used, so it's not too big a deal. Alright, let's just try with Marin. And the Ladderman, again, I mean, there's like 3 features in one with the Ladderman. Nah, still seems to be an issue between me and... I don't think there's really too much else. Oh, and the other one, this rotate player keeps is the other one that I'm curious about. I'm just wondering if maybe Marin has an old version that doesn't have the lions in the corner or something on the. Shouldn't make much of that much of a difference, so. It was fine between Alta and Theo. It was fine between me and Alta. So it's obviously just Marin. Hopefully it's just a map mismatch. One of these days, I'm gonna finish my I'm gonna finish doing the lobby software, and it's going to include handling these kind of mod installs, all for everyone. Let's go split fronts because that should be one that he has. Yes, alright. Put that up, alright. 3, 2, 1, go. Just
The keep is
if they want to play.
Lions are attacking, my liege.
You can count on us. نحن في خدمتك.
I want to play on. Okay, we want. Okay, sweet. It's this one. All right, fair enough. He wants to get everything muted, which is fine. Hey Lumina, how's it going? Hopefully we should be good to go now. Alright. 3, 2, 1, go.
The keep is enclosed.
We are under attack.
Lions are attacking, my liege.
Up here.
Piece of cake.
Go see if you can kill some people. Get up the top here.
تحت أمرك.
Ah, they didn't die to the lions. That's unfortunate. Oh well. Alright, well welcome to a game between Marin and Ultarus. I figure Marin's probably rusty on the bootstrap game style. So I have put him up against Ultarus instead of CEO. It was probably, I mean, it was a good player, but he's not, you know, top tier. CEO usually would beat Ultarus, and then we'll see, depending on how this game goes, we might bring in CEO to give Marin more of a challenge if he needs it. Gone for the forward granary approach, which is interesting. That could be risky if he loses this central fight here. Let's zoom in on this fight, because this is the do or die fight for Marin. If he has to retreat this, he can't really keep his food income, and he's retreated pretty much straight away. No, don't sit there. Don't sit at the bottom of the hill. That's not a good idea. Alright, he's bringing forward his Lord to try and help push off, but the Ultreus' Lord is here too. So Ultreus' Lord should prevent that Lord from doing too much. But at least with the Lord being there, he's tanking the shots instead of the shots going to the farmers. Wait, please tell me Marin isn't going to actually try to fight this. Ultreus just needs to bring his spearmen in to help with the fight. Honestly, the spearmen did enough damage that Ultreus could just take the fight with his Lord now. He's not watching it though. He's got to lose his archers. That was clever to go for the archers with the Lord. And then the last archer, if he can get that last archer down, he's actually going to reclaim the hill. That was actually clever. I will give him that. There was some flames coming on the sides, some raids going on. Obviously other flames going on over here that I wasn't paying attention to. Man, assassins coming in as well. Marin managed to kind of save his food at the front, but his base is pretty empty at this stage. He's trying to move into the gold eco now. Got some more assassins down here from Ultreus. Horse archers are out and pushing Ultreus back. But I mean, Ultreus should be happy with that. He's got most of his food dealt with. He's still got all these farms have been working this entire time. He's got all his top hill resources coming in. Yeah, he's got, where are we looking at? 60 food, 80 popularity. Marin's got 25 food. I mean, the KD is the main thing in Marin's favor. Managing to kill a lot of these assassins and stuff that were coming and raiding everywhere else. But the buildings destroyed from Ultreus probably helped out at least as much. Wait, what's this retreat coming on? Oh, he's trying to find this assassin here, right, okay. Yeah, the assassin got his granary, which lost him that 25 odd food that he had there. Horse archers coming around the left. Assassins coming in for the kill. These assassins are here to take the kill. That's the plan here. And I think these slingers might just put paid to that. Although the horse archers need to do a bit more work here. Don't take them off the hill. Uh-oh. Ultreus is a bit too delayed to actually send those guys forward. I think this will be fine. Horse archer, a slave up the top there, ready to come in for a raid. Ultreus moving into some wheat farms and also getting some extra resources down the bottom here. Probably be good to grab this bottom one here. I think he's over investing into these assassins, but he can afford it. He is so far ahead economically that he can afford to invest a lot into extra assassins. And if Marin doesn't think to bring his Lord away, this could go down very fast. That's it. GG. Trying to deal with all the raids that's coming around and to try to fight the center is actually incredibly difficult. I mean, but the difference in eco here is very clear as to where that game went. 2,000 gold to 800. I mean, it was about more like 1,700, but it's still, you know, 3 times the income. Marin has played before, but it's been a very long time. Alright, let's go try it and let's see how they go. Hey, Crowlotus, how's it going?
We are under attack.
Lions are attacking, my liege.
It's going well.
Been killed.
Nah, we've got Marin in, so I'm just kind of giving Marin some games on our original stuff before I start mucking around with new stuff. I have a new setup that I'm wanting to test, but I didn't want to do the I didn't want to test with Marin. Because I want to test to see how the rotate feature works, and see if it actually makes it unbalanced, or if we need to all that sort of stuff. I'll have a discussion around that later, Sia, because I don't know. I want to know the reason for it rather than just that you oppose it, because I can see a lot of reasons for why it would be good. I would like it to also extend later to. Ultraroos won the last game easily, and now he's complaining because he has a slightly more awkward position. Again, Krellos, you can't just say it's not good. I need reasons, but I'll have an actual discussion about it later. I want to actually check and actually make proof that it breaks the current maps before I assume that it does. Again, that's what I want to actually look at and actually see. That's what I was wanting to test, but I'll do that later. Welcome to another Stronghold Crusader Bootstrap game between Marin and Ultraroos. We have Marin in the yellow in the bottom left. Ultraroos in the top right. I deliberately put him in this corner because he hates trying to place this quarry here, and he's more familiar with the map, so I put him in a side that he's less familiar and less easy with, so that just to kind of balance out the game a bit, considering Marin is unfamiliar with the map and the game style at the moment. Wait, Hunter running away, Hunter working. Okay, I think this Hunter here isn't working. Yeah. Also, yeah, because I think the corner of the granary is in his line of sight. the line of sight thing for the hunters is so annoying. But it's also like, it's after a certain distance, the line of sight doesn't matter. Because the line of sight from this guy to these deer are blocked by these guys, by the statues, and yet he's happy to go and hunt them. He died trying to do so, but, you know, point stands. Alright, well, Marin has gone for a pretty strong eco straight off the bat. He hasn't gone to his low ground stone. He is going for all his iron at the top hill. Ultruce. He's gone for one stone, hasn't gone for any extra iron or anything else yet. He has got some extra troops out instead to protect from any raids. And he is starting to send his assassins forward. I mean, these assassins could get in and do a lot of damage at the back here if Marin doesn't watch out for it. I mean, he will be notified that there's something happening over here when they kill this hunter. No. No, they won't kill the hunter, so he has no idea that it's coming. Slinger's coming out. They're all coming off to the wrong side now. This 2 bits of grass makes me feel like it's a assassin sitting there, just half faded out. More. Well, he knows to come and look this side, it seems. Looks like we will lose a an iron mine at least, and probably a wheat farm. However, he's still ahead of Ultruce in the iron mine department, so I don't think that's going to be too damaging to him. The wheat farm might be a problem, but all in all, he has. Wait, no, he hasn't dealt with that second assassin yet. Going into shields already. Well, that's rather early, and actually good. I mean, Ultruce is being just passive enough that those shields could do a lot of damage. Second iron mine down. Wait, he's going slingers and shields. No horse archers at all. Hey, Peli, how's it going? This is, no, this is not a new map. This is Trident. This is one of our regular maps created by Cryolotus. Been around for quite a while. As you can see, the Trident here. In the river. Maroon still hasn't noticed this assassin at the back of his base here. But the woodcutter's going to help him out a little bit. And Ultruce is sending it off to somewhere else. Oh, please tell me he's not going to get the oxen. He gets the... Nope, the oxen stays alive and delivers that 80 gold worth of stone. Now, I'm kind of curious to see how this shields and slingers tactic goes. But this granary is going to go down. I want to watch this, but at the same time, this assassin's doing a lot of work. Bye-bye, granary. Meanwhile, assassin's coming in to break the shields. And Marin has to back off until these assassins can catch up. Help with the defense. Did we get that assassin? Looks like we did catch that assassin. Granary is replaced. Looks you have all three guys taking stuff from this. Oh, seriously? I mean, the pings seem okay. Like, not they. For me, that's a normal number. It's not like they've spiked or anything. Quite probably. That's depressing. This, my headphone cable just gets tangled everywhere. It's way too long. The problem is I don't know where the issues is for me to make a decision over what we're gonna do from here. We can just retry. Let's give it a retry and let's see how it goes. No, I'm not. It's not. It's going this way. We can go somewhere else. I'm not having a vote on this. I'm usually pretty amenable and change things around. You can just deal with it when the few times I decide to not do it.
We are under attack.
Lions
I mean, the pings are about the same now as what they were when they crashed, so it wasn't a ping spike. Alright, I think this should be fine for his hunters. Let's double check it. Those two are fine. Those two are fine. Perfect. Alright, well, welcome to another Stronghold Crusader bootstrap game between Marin and Ultraroos. Marin being in the yellow on the bottom left, Ultraroos being in the top right, orange. We did just try playing one of these games and it did unfortunately crash. And it was, I mean, Marin's taken an interesting approach in that he was attacking with slingers and shields, not even any horse archers. Unfortunately, Ultraroos kind of beat that back with a few assassins destroying the shields, and Marin was on his way bringing up some assassins to help out to restart that attack. Ultraroos was at the back with the assassin, so we'll see if the assassin raids from Ultraroos will be as effective as they were last time, and if Marin is able to find them or notice them a bit earlier this time. Hopefully we will, but you know, who knows how some of these games go. Marin's got a good amount of food coming in, which I think he's selling. He's going to get nice quick stone income. This location for the stockpile I don't really like because of its distance from these iron mines. This one's probably fine, but these two are no longer full efficiency. If you'd put them in the center here, you'd probably have at least 3, maybe 4 running at full efficiency. And yeah, the quarry, you can just get an extra ox tether to keep that running at full efficiency. We got horse archers coming up the left from Marin, and assassins coming up the right. Also, one of his hunters coming around. Alright, well, he's bringing his army over the other side to be prepared for a raid on that side. So Ultra probably wants to get those assassins out the back here quickly before these guys show up. I didn't really pay too much attention to the AI when I played. I do like the idea of introducing one. Of adding them into as a map, as an added feature to the map. However, I didn't get enough insight to be able to give a comment on the specific use. I did notice someone else playing that map trying to kill him and just ridiculously over-investing into killing the AI. Because the thing is generally, generally you don't have very many extra resources to be able to invest into killing off an AI, especially with the amount of troops that he had. And so it would never really be worth taking him out based on that little bit that I saw. However, it could have just been that it was it wasn't a fair representation because the player wasn't used to it all and trying to figure it out. Please tell me he's going to find the second one. He's not going to forget the second one again, is he? That's the second time he's killed only one of the 2 assassins. That's the same thing he did last game. It's like he's retreating his horse archers. And he found the other one, and it is down. It got 1 extra farm, but that's not too big a problem. I mean, he's still got the side wide open for Ultra to get more assassins through if he wants to. And he could easily get some more over on this side as well. And that could be very, very dangerous. More horse archers kind of the left. I get the feeling that Marin isn't used to having to deal with high ground, different levels of height. So I think he might end up just trying to attack uphill and taking way too many losses here. Well, the one thing about your map, Pilov, was the guy that I saw over-investing into it was spending a lot of gold on Arabian swordsmen, which I don't think are worthwhile for almost anything, especially not in the context that they were being used. But I find that a lot of people kind of treat the Arabian swordsmen like they're an overpowered unit. Like, that if you can get to Arabian swordsmen, you're sweet. If they can get into a fight, you're awesome. But I don't see that they actually are that. So it could just be that, they were just not using the right combination to take it on. But it's a huge investment. Yeah, I mean, even our regular players would do the same thing. NP loves to get a swordsman. Ultra loves to get Arabian swordsman. And they'll say, oh, you should have got Arabian swordsman against those assassins that were raiding. I'm like, but that's why. But what? No, what? There's no... The math doesn't support that. Alright, well now we've got shields coming in. Shields coming out for Ultraroos as well. No, I need to stop that music because it's moved on to a different playlist. And it's, so it's no longer copyright free. Let me see if I can control that from my phone so I don't have to tab out. Let's circle this around so we can see this fight a bit easier. No, not here. Play on the computer. There we go. Alright, that should be good to stay there now. Alright, well we've got these slingers coming in to try help out. She's at least going to stop these woodcutters from coming in and actually breaking them down, which would be a real pain. Let's zoom out. I would like to see if no more assassins coming over here for Ultraroos. However, Ultraroos has expanded into the low ground resources, while Marin is going into a weapons eco. I think he's actually going to go in for pikemen, which is I'm excited for. None of our regulars have ever really tried to use pikes in a bootstrap 1v1 game. Not unless we're getting into a very late game with lots of castles and towers and stuff, and you needed to dig moats and stuff. So I'm kind of curious to see how the pikeman approach actually pans out. You can't hear my voice? Really? I can't hear anything but my voice. Yeah, I mean, most of the game is. If I zoom in, you should be able to hear some stuff now. You should be able to hear some stuff there, but... I'm getting some good hits on those horse archers, but he needs to get something to be able to actually break into it. Either get a catapult behind it or some assassins of his own. Really? I mean, it says everything else. When I zoom out, there is no game sound. But I'm hearing a lot of stuff. But it's showing up on the yeah, it's probably just the balancing that I put on it. How's that? Is that better? That's a lot of assassins coming out. Oh no, he's got to move them right into the assassins. And just as his catapult showed up to try break the shields, the assassins show up to break everything else. That the timing couldn't have been worse for Marin. He'd just gotten ready to actually hit back, and the assassins showed up, and he just had to back off, and he couldn't protect everything. Now he's getting some easy kills at the moment here, but he knows now that he can't really push that because there's way too many assassins sitting there. Meanwhile, he's still running off his top ground eco at the moment. Does he have a barracks? No, he doesn't have a barracks, which means he's probably selling his stuff here. They could be healed, but I don't think Ultraroos is going to. I mean, these guys are definitely going for the... Wait, are they going for the pikes or are they going for spears for sale? Yeah, no, they're going for spears. So they're selling spears, selling metal armor. I mean, I don't think that's a great idea. You should probably go for crossbows if you're going to sell. However, the fact that he wants to potentially... I think he wants to have the option to switch into pikemen at some point. And I think that is why he has gone for the spears instead of the crossbows. More shields coming out. And I think the catapult idea was great from Marin. We also have beer over here. Marin does not have any beer coverage, which is also... I mean, less wood. It's not significant. I don't think. I mean, he's got 5 of them. It's 50 wood. You know, that's what 200 gold tops if you're buying it. I did tell them that there was no army for pot rules, so I don't think that it's Ultraus being beer before his opponent. I think it's just Marin's not going for it. This is not a good fight because there's still all those assassins, and there's even more there now. Honestly, if I were Ultraus, I'd be sending your assassins around the other side. Yeah, you know what? If you're going to be fighting there without assassins, I'm going to send my assassins around this way and just come straight for the Lord. Kill the Lord. I think Marin wanted to wall in his Lord there, but he just hasn't gotten around to it yet. Yes, Marin hasn't moved into the extra quarries either, so behind with the beer eco, behind with the you know, raw resource eco. Although to be fair, wait, he actually did get a Raiden over here, it seems. And we got flames coming over here, so Ultraus isn't getting full value out of over here. He's only got 1 extra quarry now. But and we're going for monks. Oh, are you kidding me? Please not again. Looks like we might be loading.
You damned fool!
Please load. Wait, seriously? Save? Save? It won't let me save.
Jackanapes!
What's the hotkey for the... yeah, that one. Nope. Now these monks, if he gets a lot of them now, these monks could do a lot of work. But that's still a lot of assassins. Monks, this is the time where the monks investment is exactly the right move. However, he's not getting enough of them. Okay, it's desynced.
Saving.
Oh, we got an autosave? Wait, it works now! The autosave fixed it! What the hell? And wait, autosave is off, so that's actually the save that I made. It just took forever before it actually took the start taking instructions again. And I think their instructions, they're not able to instruct anymore. Yeah, they're not able to do any, make any moves again. So it's just a super delayed instructions at the moment. Wait, shields is dropping. This is how many arrows these guys are throwing at each other without me having to do anything. Wait, no, now it starts working. Wait, what? Crash! It crashed! At least we got a legitimate crash this time. At least that's something. Guess that just fix that up a bit. That's ridiculous. Let me run a quick speed test. I mean, I'm streaming, so my speed test is gonna go bad. But I mean, I'm not really dropping any frames, so my internet can't be too bad. Actually, my internet's actually better than it has been in a long time, despite streaming on it at the same time. Yeah, no, I mean, I've streamed on way worse. No multiplayer, no problems. My voice cracks a lot. Yeah, probably. Deal with it. Yeah, when I get worked up, it starts to crack. Ah, right. Buzzy. It's like staticky. I'll have to have a look after it as well. About an hour and a half in. Alright, let's try loading it. Yeah, see, I mean, it is unfortunate that there was a delay. I mean, I don't have to do this, but it's just doing it to make it feel proud. Alright.
Loading.
Oh, you guys can't see. I always do that whenever I load an autosave. Seriously. Yeah, it's not gonna work. Well, at least we get the after game stats. I mean, that gold difference is significant. A significant stone difference, but most of it would have been tax. I mean, the weapons probably kept him in, you know, closer, but and now the game crashed again. Okay. Um, it could be, but we spent a lot of time testing everything earlier, trying to get it to run. But yeah, you're right. It doesn't seem like it's a network. I can't wait till I can... I really need to get back to work on the multiplayer lobby so that we can have that handle all the installation and stuff, so then we don't have to worry about all this setup crap. I think... Oh, Sultan's here. Alright, now I know Sultan isn't going to have the right, well, isn't going to be, I'm not going to try getting him on the other setup. You know what, let's just hit start, see what happens with these two. You can tell I'm kind of over. I didn't sleep well last night, so I'm not in the greatest mood in the first place. I'm not feeling 100%. You might be able to tell I sound quite nasally. I think I've got a bit of a blocked nose sort of thing. Nah, I wasn't on. That wasn't what I was out for. Nah, I just got a bit of a toothache and it just kept me awake all day. Are you kidding me? So he goes, oh, for months I've been trying to play, and you've given me a specific setup to play with, and, you know, we keep on trying to play, and it doesn't work because I don't have your specific setup, so I'm going to install a completely random setup with nothing in it. Oh, this logic here just really gets to me sometimes.
We are under attack.
Lions are attacking, my liege.
The Lord has been killed.
Probably not. Considering it took us about 3 weeks before we can convince him to download a setup in the first place. Like, the one in the thing is for testing purposes only, because it's got the rotating keep feature that I want us to go in and see what it's all doing. So yeah, do you want to get my the one that I've got in the stream link installed, and we'll just go in and we'll just open a few maps and see what it looks like. I just want to see a few maps and just compare the distances and stuff, just to see how far off they are by default, and if we need. So obviously. Alright, so yeah, are you willing to try that out with me? Ultraris doesn't want to try a different install to test it, so yeah. Just so you know, if Lotus is still there, the main things that I'm not doing that you were doing is these 4 unit settings. So I'm not going to click, and obviously that one there. You wait for 2.15. You wait for what? What? I don't get it. You're off, right? Lotus, do you want to install the setup linked in the stream, and we'll go in and we'll just check the maps out, the keeps out. Probably shouldn't really be done it. If you look in the description of the stream, there's a link already. It's been there since I started streaming. In the description of the stream. The stream description should have been there. I mean, several people have been telling me about it. Maroon said he tried to install it initially. No, it's not. No, the reason that it's a link to a Google Drive link is because it's not a finalized multiplayer setup. Obviously, the rotate things, and obviously you're changing stuff with Pilov's map. So there's no point in me including it when it's not completed. I haven't included any unfinished maps. So, like, things like Marshland and stuff like that from CO, also not in there. Look, you're always going to have to update again when new maps come out. I mean, you're already planning on updating the Pilov's map. Sorry, with the AIs and stuff. So there's already going to have to be another update afterwards. That's, that's guaranteed. This is not any new information here. I'll see if these guys get it going, I might jump in and do it. Double clicked? Double clicked what? Yeah, I've got a random lid here that I'm playing with at the moment. I just realized I looked at the stream and realized I had it because I saw it on the camera on the my stream thing. Ah, yeah, sweet as it should hopefully work. All right, what I will do. Alright. Yeah, joining your groom, Cryo Lotus. I shall change link to the 2.15 version. Nope. Hey Belial, how's it going? I just want to look at these keeps with the rotating keeps turned on. Most of the things that people have been saying with it is against the rotating keeps for multiplayer. It's bad, but not for any good reason. So I want to see if it needs the maps to be updated if we're going to use it, and then we'll see. Alright, they're not going to do that either. Alright, let's Alright, so there's some maps that I can test with AIs.
Greetings, sire. The desert awaits you.
Because the AIs rotate at a different amount. That's the problem, Cryo Lotus. Is that, I can't, to compare the two. Like, I showed this one before. Basically, if you go here, you'll see that my keep is higher than his keep.
Retire.
If I swap over the other way. Wait. My keep is also higher than his keep. But it's not actually rotating.
Retire.
This is not the right one that I wanted to open. Damn it. Back in here. Try that again. Basically, I think whatever tile the AI rotates around is different to whatever tile the player rotates around.
Choose your adversary.
So now I can actually show you properly.
Choose your adversary.
Get one up there just to make sure. See now the one's all higher than the other. But
Retire.
actually, I wanted to make these allies, because that's what this map is supposed to be for. And again, my keep is higher than his keep. The rotation, the center point for the rotation is a different point.
Your popularity is falling.
Retire, my lord.
Define symmetrical. Well, I'm looking at it.
Game paused.
Alright, so this is
Game running. Game paused.
from memory. That's default placement. You know, I'm gonna go back out.
Retire.
I know I probably shouldn't be doing this on the stream, but I don't really care, guys. You guys are just gonna have to put up with me being like this.
Stone needed. Stone stocks are too low, son. Stone needed.
What's default? Anyway, point is that the far end is 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 tiles from that river. Looks like that's 3 tiles back from the edge of that cliff. So obviously it's shifted the build range off to the left there.
Retire.
So let's swap over and try the same thing.
Stone needed. Stone needed. More stone is needed.
Yeah, it's coming. There we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and can't do it. So the going towards the center is the same. Just off the edge there. So I think this one's going to be, yeah, there we go. It's different by about 5, 6 tiles to the left. On this map is sideways? Are you sure? Yes, you're right. I really remember that now. Yeah, so this one, this side is slightly. I mean, this map isn't mirrored, but yeah. So the point is that you can get onto the low ground on both sides on this side, but you can't quite on this one. But I mean, then again, this could be easily fixed by just shifting this keep off to the side of it.
Retire.
But anyway. Now this is going to be the awkward one to test. I mean, wait, this is normal. This is the default, I'm pretty sure, on this map.
Your popularity
You can always find out by placing one of these guys. Oh, no, it's not. No, that's right. I do remember it being that way now. Sideways again. But it looks like this center line. He's obviously off center. But that center line goes right into the middle of the keep.
in the Treasury Lord.
Anyway, and then build range is, let's see, find a corner. Is there. Let's kind of see if we can get something similar on the other side. I mean, it looks like it could be a couple tiles off, but
Your popularity is falling.
I mean, I don't know if it's exact, but I think for this map, it's close enough that it's actually perfectly fine. On this particular map, all the important stuff, it's about halfway along this ramp. You can't get down the ramp, and it was the same on this side. Couldn't go down the ramp, and it was about halfway along. Was the corner.
Retire.
I don't look. You're saying useless, but what you're meaning is we need to redevelop. We just need to modify the maps to make it work for it. Those are two completely different things. If the only problem is keep location, all that means is that you just need to tweak maps. That's not the same thing as it being useless. Like that's why I wanted to be testing, because that sort of attitude. Yeah, the keep is the only thing that gets rotated. Alright, so that's just on the other side of that thing, at that corner. This side is, I think, actually a bit closer. Alright, comes into that corner there. That's easy to test.
Retire.
More stone is needed.
Build range is different? What do you mean?
Your popularity is falling.
Wait, what? Yeah, that's right. Wait. That was the building note? Okay, obviously this one's not good. Because I can build to there, whereas on this side the limit was... Wait, there, wait, this is mirrored. So it should be... the limit of the other one was there. That's a huge difference. But this side is... I mean, this sideways it's perfectly fine. It's just that the depth distance that seems a bit off. Wait, what the hell is this AI? What is this AOV? I do not remember installing this. What is this? Grey Lotus, do you know what AOV I've got installed? I don't... Vanilla Rat has a castle with massive blocks of stones. I've never seen that before, ever.
Retire, my lord.
Now I'm pretty sure this one, this is normal.
You can count on us.
This is default vanilla location. All right.
Your popularity
Build range is about in line with the stone. And about in line with the stone. Nope. And in line with the iron.
Retire.
Stone needed. Not enough stone, my lord.
Your
Wait, we're testing this.
falling.
It's about in line. I mean, this one isn't perfectly symmetrical because it was done before we had that tool. But I think that's pretty much the same. I think that's pretty much the same. I think, yeah, so I think it might be a couple tiles this way. Yeah, but only like 2 tiles.
Retire, my...
Let's open up Discord. What am I even looking at here? Yeah, see, I see the windmill shape. Yeah. Oh, basically, that's where the keep. If it's in this corner, it faces that way. If it's in that corner, basically, right? That's what you say? Yeah, you're using terms that I've never heard before, so I'm trying to reword it so that we can be on the same page. Saying rotation zones, that doesn't actually mean anything to someone who doesn't know what a rotation zone is. Again, yeah. I think the delay on the chat's getting in the way at the moment. So yeah, if it's I mean that's not a big deal. Yeah, that's I don't see why that's a big deal. Why you're making this such a huge deal out of this. I really don't see a reason for that to be a problem. Unless you've got keeps in this narrow wedge here. If you got to keep in there, that's probably the only time where it might be problematic. That's it. The one with the water wall in the middle. I'm not sure what you're referring to. Negotiation. Well, that's the next one on my list to look at anyway, so. So this is the only thing when it's not when the map isn't symmetrical in the first place, then you got different rotation. So on this one map, it is a problem. I can't tell if I can build there because of the units that are there. Yes. Oh yeah. Look. Yes, but that's again, that is not the same thing as being yeah, that's not the same as being useless. It just means that there's a discussion to be had. And I mean that's why I'm looking, is to find this stuff out. So on this, like of all the maps that I've looked at, starting, so Bubbles, Canyon, Friend Request, and Hunting with Lions, all four are the only problem is that they're not. You might just need to shift to keep slightly. Now the reason negotiation doesn't work is by symmetrical. I mean the keeps aren't on opposite sides of the map. There isn't a line through the center for the keeps. That could become an issue, like this one, line through the center. I mean, this one is not quite a line through the center, but it works out still. Line through the center, line through the center. Basically, that's what we're saying, is as long as if there's a line through the center, there shouldn't be a problem. Line through the center, line through the center, line through the center, through the center, through the center, through the center. I mean, through the center. Kind of, yeah, opposite there to those guys. So, I mean, every other map except for negotiation is not going to be a cause a problem by that. Oh, and potentially this one, but I mean, this one's actually not a big deal, I don't think. No, it just affects. That is one common complaint about it, is that the rotation of the keep means that you can't predict what the rotation of the your quarry is going to be. Yes, I understand that, CEO, and again, I did say that is as part of the discussion. That's what I'm finding out. This is me understanding what the problems are, but I don't think that is necessarily we cannot accept it. I'm just thinking, it's a point. Well, I mean, it's not, because not doing it means that every single map has an unbalanced part to it. So it's a restriction, for another improvement. There is a toss-up here. We actually have to decide which one's more important. I'm not making a comment on which one's more important. I'm just saying that keep rotation. I know you will. Prayer Lotus, can you guys just stop? Stop just going, I'm sitting here. Nope. I'm not doing anything. And just go, hey, look, let's consider the option and see how it actually affects things. And let's actually analyze the thing. What do we need for it to make it work? What would need to change for it to be able to work? Is there any way that we can make it work? Is there any trade-offs that might actually make it better? Can we actually have a discussion around this rather than I've made a decision based off nothing, just an opinion that I formed based off my first thing? I mean, look, the map makers, it does not help. But for balancing the map, it is better, you know? I mean, this map, think about this map in particular, right? This is the vanilla setup, right here. You're naturally going to be set up with if you're on this side, the back of your keep facing the enemy, your workers are away from any attacking troops. So that these guys, attacking troops can really wreck your eco when you're attacking to this side, because you're able to hit the things. Not just the old maps, Kralotus. Some of the new maps, most of your maps are balanced around that, but not everyone's is. I mean, that one's a diagonal. I think your ones are. Hunting with lions is... I'm trying to remember what that one is. Actually, I'm playing all the maps just as often as all of them. I play new maps slightly more often to see what the meta is going to become, and then I just throw it into the thing. I mean, Trident we use all the time, but actually, it's not being ignored because I've mentioned it 3 times in this conversation. And in fact, I said it to Ultrareese a moment ago. That one of the problems with it is that the rotation means that you can't use that to figure out where the rotation of your quarries and stuff. I did say that. It's not being ignored. I don't think that's... I mean, when the first time you play a map, sure. But these maps, the maps aren't random. You're not going to the map and it's different every time. The map is the same every time you start it. Which means that you go, okay, I'm on this side. Therefore, this is where it's going to be. It means that makes the player actually have to remember a little bit more. The question is the benefit of the balanced, the balance with the keeps worth it? The problem is that the map makers that are in the stream are refusing to consider it. Not refusing to work with it, they're refusing to consider. That's my problem. I'm happy to say no, it doesn't work. I'm perfectly happy with that. I have no problem saying, okay, it doesn't work, we'll never ever have it. I just want to have a discussion around why doesn't it work, what needs to be changed for it to work, is there any way that we can make it work? Is there any way that we can make it not necessary? I want to have these discussions, and you guys, well, Lotus at least, is not wanting to have that discussion. CO seems to be not wanting to have that discussion either. I think this map has the issue with the direction. We don't play this one very often though. Soul Survival we did discuss. Split fronts. I'm trying to remember. It's not a ton of extra pain. It's one small problem with out of all of our 1v1, or out of all of these maps that I've got, all of them, only one of them has a problem with it. One. A ton of extra pain is not one time out of, what's this, 30, 20, 20, 30 maps. That's not a ton of extra paint. That's just okay. There is a restriction if we're making maps for this, thing. Which, all right, let's tell you what. I'll go tab out. Sorry, not tab out. I want to close out. That could be easily worked around Ultras. You'd easily get that sorted. That's not an issue. Alright, what I want to do is I just want to install this one. I understand that, Crowlotus. There is one issue on one of these maps. I mean, look, you are talking about... How many maps did I have to check? Almost 30 maps. One out of 30 maps. Yes, you can't work around that in 1 to 30 times. I mean, I'm not saying that is an immediate 1 out of 30 maps we can't do. That is immediately refusal. I don't think that's that level yet.
Greetings, sire. The desert awaits you.
All right, so let's go. Let's just put some random. Let's start with all the maps that I have here. Which feature is that? No, no, it's not. Oh no! I don't want to things because it's a bit awkward for people in a situation. Versus certain people cannot use it at all. It will break everything. The game may as well not exist. No more. Not the same. Not the same thing at all. Alright, this is with it off. This one, obviously, vanilla maps, obviously it does work. Where am I? Yep, obviously, still the same.
Retire.
Where am I? There. That one, yep, same.
Retire.
I mean, I'll ignore all the rest of the 3v3s. So all of them are the same. Alright, now let's have a look at the new 2v2 maps. Where am I? Oh crap, the rotation of the rat kind of put me off there. I don't even know what,
Retire.
Let's get rid of Mr. Yellow there. So obviously vanilla's that way. So it's not too big a deal. It just means that this, I mean, all it means is that this player is more vulnerable than this player, but that's not too big a deal.
Retire.
Because they're the same team. I mean, here's a slight one. Coming from this side, these workers will be vulnerable. Whereas this one, for this side, the players are vulnerable from any direction. Whereas on this side, the keep work protects them.
Retire.
The keep being gone is not the referring. I'm not talking. Look, the reason I'm considering the feature, you're completely ignoring. That's the thing is, I want to have a discussion over the feature, and none of you guys are willing to even consider. Okay, this one's obviously going to have problems. Any 4-player map is going to have issues with this, because one of them always has to have their keep facing towards the enemy. So that one is going to also have it. That's going to have it. That's not necessarily. Let's put me in here. Okay, this one is built for it. So, two-headed snake has the problem.
Retire.
Trident has the problem.
Retire.
Trident isn't as big a deal because it's harder to, you've got so much defenses getting to it, but still. And we've got it again on the match, which we don't play very often, to be fair. We do have it on split fronts, which we do still play quite a bit. As well as, we mentioned Soulless Divide. Okay, we shouldn't. Actually, yes, we would have it on Simulacrum. This one, it's attack straight up the hill. Whereas this one is going to be protected by the keep. Again, this map, it doesn't happen very often that's ever going to be a problem. But it means that this guy can be attacked from here. While this side, they're protected by the keep. So there goes another one. So to answer your question, quite a few of them are affected by this. Where am I? Ugh. Like, I respect, I understand the reasons you guys don't want it. The problem is that you guys aren't having a discussion over why it could be beneficial. Okay, that one would be fine. No. No, it does not. No. Why would anyone need to rotate the keep? Rotate the map? I mean, even this new map, friend request, would have it.
Count on us. Where are we going?
Again, you've now made a false assumption that I don't understand. So even friend request has it. Camera, I understand. If the keep rotates, why do you need to change the camera? What's the safety of you? Yeah, it's. The problem is you guys aren't discussing that. All right, that one's fine. So I answered Crayolotus's question. About half of them would be affected by it. Would benefit from it. I mean, obviously that's going to have the same problems. That's going to have the same problems. That's going to have problems. That's going to have problems. Why? Why do you need to rotate? Again, you're going because you've got a rotated keep. You need to rotate map twice. No, you don't have to. You don't even have to rotate at all. You just make the map the way you want it to be. It is what it is. Like I look here. This is probably what you're referring to. Here. I mean, look. If you're here, I'm like, if I'm playing this one, chances are I'd want to rotate this anyway and play like this because I'd be used to playing this one the exact same way. If a map is symmetrical, then you'd want to rotate it to keep an eye out where everything is anyway. But if you would rather not, and you'd rather play this way, then you do that. The keep is irrelevant to that. Well, that's
retire.
So yeah, I mean, look again. You're making. Why would you ever want this feature? Because of something that you may or may not want to do. That. Again, like I don't think. I mean, look, the problem with negotiation, that one is a very real problem, and that one I fully accept that there is an issue there. The rotating map, that's not an issue. You can ignore that. But I mean. What's the other arguments against it? Oh, and the fact that you can't know what direction your quarry's going to spawn a stockpile every time. I mean, to be fair, I don't even know even with the keep, but you know, you know that based on the map. You should be. I mean, most of the maps are designed so that you place your buildings. And the I mean, look. Let's go to where am I looking at? Let's go to Trident, right? They're designed so that when you place your quarry, I mean, this one it didn't actually work out, but the stockpile goes to the same side. There's more and more becoming like that, and that's actually just good design. And then on top of that, it goes there. Whereas this one, you place it there, it goes to the same side.
Your popularity is falling.
You made 1 point clear. You made 1 point clear. If you got more points than that 1 point that I've already said is an actual issue, then you need to repeat it, because again, you're not actually the problem. You're not having a discussion here, and all I was trying to get a discussion around it. That's it. And if you don't want to discuss things, then yeah, whatever. Because the reality is, like, what I would like with the stockpile thing, I think first off with the stockpile placement, a lot of maps are being made to shift the stockpile anyway. And second part of that is that I would prefer the feature to be updated to rotate that as well. I strongly disagree with that, Sia. Maybe you should waste your time, Lotus, because if I don't understand something, then it's obviously not obvious enough for me. Don't say that you don't see this obvious stuff when I'm asking you for input. You know, just a little bit of respect, please. I'm trying to be respectful for you guys, so I understand that you guys disagree with me, and I'm happy to be disagreed with. Yes, I did look at it. Okay, and that's the one thing they said is that you did make clear. The 1 point. I'm asking what are the other points. 1 point is not all these what was it? Obvious points, plural. I think, Sia, what I disagreed with you is the importance of the keep rotation that you referred to. Yeah, I agree. Is there anything else, Lotus? Because you keep saying that there's all these obvious points, plural, that I need to consider, and I want to know what they are. I want to be able to have all the information, please. Instead of saying all these multiple points, boils down to the 1 point that we've talked about and we actually are on the same page with. You know, can we move on from, once we've agreed on a point, can we move on to the next points and find out the other information? So, okay, whatever, man. I'm actually going to be that's going to be it for me today.